today's episode of Python Papi. We're back inside our small contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. And today we're back inside of our Web3Py favorites module, and we're still going over the transaction section of that module. So let's dive right in with some light reading. The next field that we are going to add to the field is going to be the to field, which is the address of the contract that we are deploying to. Since we're deploying a new contract, we can leave this field empty for now. We'll fill it in later when we have the address of the contract. This is what we should have so far. Our transaction equals. We have our from field letting us know where the contract is coming from, and the to field letting us know where the contract is headed to. The next thing we will add is the gas field, which is the maximum amount of gas that we were willing to pay for the transaction. We can set this to a high value to ensure that the transaction is processed quickly. For now, we can set it to 1 million gas. This is what our contract should look like so far. You can see our transaction, our from field, our to field, and our gas field. And we can 100% keep creating a transaction object like this, but we'll be using the Web3Py to handle the transaction creation and send it for us. So we will not be able to, we're not going to go into details of how to create a transaction object manually like we're doing right now. We're going through the steps to actually create a transaction manually, but this is just for example purposes. We're going to be using the Web3Py library that's actually going to do it for us automatically. So instead, we'll be using the Web3.py to create the transaction for us. And since we have our favorites contract object, we can kind of skip the process of creating a transaction object manually, like I just said, as the Web3.py will handle that for us when we deploy the contract using a favorites contract object. And again, we're going to get into more detail on how we actually do that as we move forward, so stay tuned for that. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.